Dear students, today I am going to teach you science of class 5. Today our topic is states of matter. Guys, this topic you have read in your previous classes. Now you have read about solid, liquid and gas in class 4, but in detail you have to study this in class 5. First of all, I have made a learning point plan for you. According to this chapter, your learning plan is matter and molecules, solid, liquid and gases, change in state of matter and physical and chemical change. We have to take the explanation of these learning plan. First, guys, you have noted about that what is matter. You read this, you have heard this word many of time in science, but now a question arises that what is matter? Matter, it means anything that has mass. It means anything which occupy a space and have mass as well as volume is known as matter. It means we can say that if anything occupy a space, just like that air. What is air? Air is a matter or not? We can say that air is a matter. How can you say that air is a matter? By taking an example, we can say that air is a matter. Just like that, take a football and you have to feel air inside football. It means when you feel air in the football, then you understand that the weight of the football increases. It means that we can say that air has weight. It means air has weight, air also exert pressure. That's why we can say that air is a matter. And volume, matter have also volume. It means volume is what? The space occupied by anything is known as volume of that thing. Now talking towards the another thing, that matter is made up of the smallest particles. What is the smallest particles are called? These are called molecules. It means we can say that the smallest particle of matter is known as molecules. It means you can say that matter is composed of the teeny particles that are considered as a molecules. These molecules are so small. These molecules are so small that you cannot see it by your naked eye. You cannot see the molecules of the matter by your naked eye, but you have to take a powerful microscope to see the molecules of the matter. Molecules of the matter always move. It means you can say that molecules are always in a state of motion. State of motion. It means molecule of the matter cannot stop, but they uniformly move. It means we can say that molecules of the matter can have the state of motion. Now one thing also is in the matter, that the teeny particles of the are the molecules, and these molecules attract each other. It means we can say that the molecules of the matter can attract each other. It means there is a force between the two molecules of the matter. So we can say that a force is exerted between the molecules, and all the molecules of the matter attract each other in the matter. So these are our mainly the topic of this chapter, and we have to just also all demonstration about the total topic of this chapter. Now another topic of them is physical. Now talking towards the another topic of this chapter, that is the solid, liquid and gases. Solids, you have read in your previous class also about solid, liquid and gas. As you all know that solid, it means what? Solid, just like by taking an example, you have to take object from your house, that just like spoon, plate, etc. That are the solid. Just like water is what? Water is a liquid. Our life precious thing, that is oxygen. Oxygen is what? That is the gases. Now why they are categorized into the solid, liquid and gas? What are solid, what are liquid and what are gases? We have to just take how the objects are categorized, how the things are categorized into solid, liquid as well as in gases. Now the solid. Solid have definite shape. It means their shape and size are definite. They have a definite shape. They cannot change their shape. It means we can say that solids have a definite shape as well as size. Their molecules are tightly packed. Molecules are tightly packed. I have already told you in the lecture that molecules are the teeny particles of the matter. Molecules are the teeny particles of the matter. It means all the matter are composed of the molecules. It means we can say that molecules of the solids are tightly packed. Molecules of the solids are tightly packed. It means if the molecules of the solids are tightly packed, just look at the board. If the molecules of the solids are tightly packed, then they are the molecules. It means the teeny particles of the matter, and if they are closely packed, tightly packed, then the space between the two molecules of the solids are negligible. It means we can say that there is no space between the molecules of the solid, and the space between the two molecules of the solid is negligible. And if the space between the two molecules of the solid is negligible, then the force of attraction, I have already told about that the molecules are always in the state of motion. State of motion, it means they are already uniformly maintain the states of motion. It means they cannot stop. They already move. It means they have to maintain the state of motion. Just like they also act, a force always act between the two molecules of the matter. And the force between the two molecules of the matter is high. In solid, the force of attraction between the two molecules is high, and it means we can say that solid के बारे में हमने पढ़ा. What are the solid? Solids have definite shape. They are rigid in nature. Rigid in nature, it means they can show the property of rigidity, and they are incompressible. It means we cannot compress the solid. Now we have also already read about the molecules of the solid and the molecular structure of the solid. Now talking towards the another topic, that is the liquid. Liquid has undefinite shape. Undefinite shape, it means what? It means you can see that when you put the water into the jug, then the water can take the shape of the jug. Similarly, when you placed the water that is placed in the jug into the another vessel, then it can take the shape of the, just you have to place the water of the jug into the bucket, then it can take the shape of the bucket. Similarly, we can say that liquid have a tendency to take the shape of the container. Why they can take the shape of the container? It means we can say that first you have to liquid have indefinite shape. Their shape are indefinite. They can take the shape of the container under which they are poured. It means we can say that liquid can always flow easily. Why they can flow easily? Because of the molecules. Because you have to focus that each and every matter is made up of the molecules, and if each and every matter is made up of the molecules, then it depends upon the molecules how the matter are composed. It means talking to the liquid just like water, it can take the shape of the container under which it is poured. Why it can take the shape of the container, or why it can flow easily? Due to the arrangement of molecules. Due to the arrangement of molecules, it means in liquid, molecules are loosely packed. If the molecules are loosely packed, then the force of attraction that is acting between the two molecules of the liquid is low as compared to the solid. It means we can say that they are also compressible in nature. Now talking towards the gases have neither fixed volume nor definite shape. It means we can say that gases have neither fixed volume nor definite shape. their molecules are far away from each other. If the molecules are far away from each other, then we can say that there is a lot of space between the two molecules of the gases. And if the space between the two molecules of the gases are high, then we can say that the force of attraction that is acting between the two molecules of the gases is or low. It means negligible. You can say that. So we can say that solid, liquid and gases, they are the categorization of matter on the basis of their physical property, on the basis of their physical tendency. Matter are categorized into three subgroups, that is the solid, liquid and gases, and we have studied about the solid, liquid and gases. Now talking towards the another topic, that is the physical and chemical change. Before physical and chemical change, we have to talk about interconversion of matter from one state to another state. Interconversion of matter from one state to another state, it means we can change the state of matter from one state to another state by heating or cooling. It means heating and cooling, by increasing or decreasing the temperature of the matter, we can change the matter from one state to the another state. It means you can say that on heating solid expands. It means solid expands. It means what? You already know that the molecules, the arrangement of molecules of the solids are tightly packed, and when you provide the heat energy to the solid, then these molecules start moving, and when the molecule starts moving, the space between the molecules in solid, the space between the molecule is negligible. But when you heat the solid, the molecule start moving, and when the molecule start moving, then the space between the molecules increases. And if the space between the molecules increases, then solids can change into the liquid, and this process is called melting. And these are the terms through which matter can change from one state to the another state. It means we can say that interconversion of matter from one state to the another state. Now you have left just in boiling point, melting point, freezing point. Boiling, as you all know that boiling or evaporation, it means the process through water changes into the vapor. It means process of conversion of water into the water vapor, but it can held at any temperature. There is a not fixed temperature of the evaporation. Evaporation is a slow process. When we talking towards the boiling is the fast conversion of liquid directly to the gaseous state. It means directly the liquid can changes into the vaporization state, liquid vaporized. It means we can say that boiling is a fast process, whereas evaporation is a slow process. Boiling held at a particular temperature, and that particular temperature is known as boiling point. It means we can say that liquid can directly changes into the vapor by boiling, and melting, boiling, just like freezing at particular temperature, liquid freezes, and at a particular temperature when liquid freezes, that is known as the freezing point. And the freezing point, it means liquid changes into the solid. So we can say that by heating or cooling, we can change the state of matter from one state to the another state. It means matter can be changed, matter can be interchangeable from one state to the another state. Interconversion from matter from one state to the another state by heating or cooling. Now our totally chapter is complete. One rest topic is physical and chemical changes remain. We have to complete this physical and chemical change in another lecture. Stay safe, stay home.